Anyway. Yeah, so I have learned a lot about myself over the last few years, you know what I mean? I had to quit drinking, you know? I never thought I'd have a problem with that shit, you know? Because when I grew up, right, you know, the shit was so different when we were growing up. Like, even like gay people. Like, the way it was thought was there was like 3 gay people in Massachusetts and the rest of them were in San Francisco, right? Everything was fucked up, right? Like addiction, it was either you have the addictive gene or you don't. And it's like, no. What I kind of learned is fucking everything is sort of a spectrum, right? Not just autism, you know? I'm sick of words getting hijacked, all right? When I was a kid, like the spectrum was the color spectrum. Dr. J and the 76ers played in an arena called the Spectrum, right? So the first time somebody said to me, hey, my kid's on the spectrum, I'm thinking, no, he isn't. They tore that shit down. I don't know what you're talking about. You need to elaborate. Just say he has autism so I can fucking catch up. All right, I don't speak the jargon here. So I think everything is like a spectrum. Okay, well we'll start with my drinking, right? So when I was growing up, it was either you are a fucking alkie or you aren't, and it isn't. Okay, there's all of this. So like we'll say this right here is full-on addiction. This is literally sucking behind a donut shop. 11:30 in the morning on a Tuesday for a fucking 12-pack. Not even a case, a 12-pack. In jean shorts and a half shirt, right? And then this over here, this is like a teetotaler. Like, I tried alcohol, I didn't like it. It just, I've always been into books, That's been my drugs, I like a good book, right? And I'll tell you, when you see me reading that book, I am in that book, and I ain't taking that journey, right? But there's all fucking this. Like my drinking got like all the way. I realized I couldn't have it in the house. That's what it was. I just like consumed it, and then I got all the way to like right here, right? I mean, I wasn't sucking. The donut shop was over the horizon. The donut shop was in view, and I was like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? I couldn't fucking stop. But then so then I thought I was an alcoholic, so I went to like an AA meeting. And the people were telling their stories, and after a couple people sharing, I was just going like, all right, I drink, but these people, Jesus Christ. I mean, they were animals, yellow fingers, still smoking, chowing down pastries. And they're like, Bill, would you like to go up and share some of your stories? I was like, I can't fucking follow that. I had 3 tall bourbons and fell asleep to the Rockford Files. I don't think that's gonna follow this guy, missing teeth and selling his ass in the street. I can't follow that, right? But there was something going on, so I just realized, I can't have this shit in the house. It's in the house, I'm gonna fucking consume it. Alcohol, even cookies. I tell my wife, get the cookies out of the fucking house, especially Oreos. I'm gonna eat a whole fucking sleeve. And she says, well, why can't you just eat one? It's like, do you even pay attention to who you're married to? I can't. I'll eat the whole fucking sleeve, and then I won't even brush my teeth. So I'll have that sugar morphine drip, like coming down the back of my throat, and I'll have these crazy fucking Keebler elf dreams or whatever. Get it out of the fucking house. That's what I need to do, right? That's what I learned. Like, I have no desire to do heroin whatsoever. However, if it was in my house long enough, and the right set of circumstances came along, maybe I talked to my dad that day on the phone, tried to get a fucking word in. Maybe there, you know what? Maybe I'll fucking see what this is all about, I'll use one of those spoons that went down the garbage disposal. No one will give a shit. I'll light it up. I'll nod off in the living room, fall on the L-shaped couch, So, whatever. I have learned that. I've learned a lot of things in life, Like, here's one I learned. There's a very small window in life to beat the shit out of your dad. You think you got a lot more time than you do. You don't. It's sort of like ages 15 to about 17, If you try to do it before 15, you're not man enough to get the job done, and then you lose, and then he just psychologically has the advantage. But if you do it after 17, now you're just beating up an old man. You see his anchor tattoo, you're like, fuck, he was in the Navy. Jesus Christ, I'm beating up a veteran. I feel like a piece of shit here, What the All right, here's another one for you. I didn't think I was homophobic, right? I didn't. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying I didn't think I was. No, because I didn't have a problem. Like, I don't have a problem with it. I have a problem, you know, them getting married or any of that shit. And I thought it was totally natural. I was just like, that's just like how you're born. And when people would be like, oh no, it's a choice. They're choosing to be gay. I love when somebody said that. Okay, let's say it's a choice. Then that would mean being straight is a choice, right? So that would mean that you, at some point, hypothetically, had a dick and a pussy on the table and had a choice to make, right? You were sitting there, all right, which way am I gonna go? Well, let's see. This one hurts more, but I get to keep my house. And then this one over here feels amazing, but everything seems to disappear down into it. I mean, this is a coin flip. As far as I'm concerned, this is a coin flip. Straight edge, Geronimo, right? So I found out I was homophobic when I fucked up my back and I went into this massage parlor to have somebody work on me, and they said, this is your first time here? I said, yeah. They go, all right, do you prefer a male or a female masseuse? And I like recoiled, like, bleh, like, oh. Like, I want a woman. What the fuck are you asking me? I don't want some man. I didn't even picture a man. I just saw a male arm from here down to here with black hair with like grease on it just coming up my back, going, okay, just breathe. And like, ah! It feels better, you fixed it. Get me the fuck out of here.
George Costanza.
Yeah, so like, I like just the image of that. I like fucking recoiled. And I was almost like defensive. I was like, no, I want a woman, right? And then, you know, the way I look, I probably in my age, I look like some creep that was looking for a fucking happy ending. You know, you came in there like, no matter how I said it, it came off like, yeah, I want a woman. Yeah, thinking I'm looking for a happy ending, you know, which I wasn't. But, you know, I will say I do have issue with them calling it a full body massage. It's like, it's not a full body massage. It's everything but. You know what I mean? And then it's weird. Then you walk out.
Hey guys, so unfortunately, during the edit process, realized that the video recording of us reacting to Bill Burr's, it was cut off, like, just missed out on the last 10 minutes. I think it left off with the massaging. Yeah, so that was where it cut off. We didn't see that until it was time to edit and stuff. So yeah, but we caught most of it, of course. Yeah, so we did have everybody in here give their opinion, their reviews, but unfortunately it did not make the cut either. So it's just us two here reviewing, a little quick review to end this whole reaction of Bill Burr's newest one. It was not his best work. I think. Yeah, it has parts, but you know, he was funny when he was not married with kids. Yeah.
You know what though? It's like, obviously you can tell he's relaxed a little bit. He's less angry, which is probably really fantastic for his mental health, but probably not the best for his comedy.
Yeah, for us, like the viewers, yeah.
Yeah. Which is actually really good to see that he's doing very well. I didn't realize he had a son now.
Yeah, I guess because the last special he did, I believe it was the Live at Red Rock. His daughter was born, right?
His daughter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then wait, his son first and then daughter. I forgot what is what. Yeah.
Well,
either way, yeah, but he ended with the son in the bathtub.
Yes.
So 3-year-old son. So his daughter was born after. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And then words that he caught from dad.
That was so funny. The ending was probably one of my favorite parts. It sucks you didn't get to see us react to it, but I loved that ending spiel about the little boy in the bathtub. That was so cute.
Yeah.
I also love when they brought up Baby Reindeer.
Oh yeah, he brought Baby Reindeer.
Because we watched Baby Reindeer. If you haven't seen it, it's awesome. You should watch with us.
Yeah.
Such a good show. He wasn't kidding. Have you seen it? It was so good. Yeah.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, it was a good watch, but he had better ones, right? He had better ones. He was angrier. The angrier Bill was better for the viewers, Bill. Yeah?
But I am happy that he's doing less angry.
Yeah, so it's Drop Dead Gorgeous, so that might be a sign where it might be one of his last specials, you know.
I don't know.
Oh no, I said drop dead gorgeous. Drop.
Don't-
What did I say?
You did say drop dead gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, yeah, his own
drop dead years.
Yeah, drop dead years.
Drop
Holy
dead
shit.
gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah. So that's that. We finished it. So join us for more reaction on comedy. So as you see the setup now, this is going forward is what's going to be. Whether it's 2 of us, 3 of us, 4 of us, 5 of us,
8 of us.
8 of us, 9, 10. So yeah, it's going to be this setup here. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. So we good on this one?
I think we're good.
Yep, so if you do like our reactions, please like, comment, subscribe, so hit the notification bell, and we'll catch you in the next one.